about her not being on the Olympic team. You know what she is? She's genuine. And
there we go.
I think.
What's up, world? Welcome back. Charge Game Podcast. I'll be your host here, Chuck, and we are about to get into Coach K, as he is pretty much elaborating on the whole Caitlin Clark Olympic snub. He had a bit of things to say about this that I found quite interesting. I want to make sure you guys get in here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Let's go. Now, for those who do not know who Coach K is, he is the legendary coach for Duke basketball, and sometimes one of the head coaches for Team USA men's basketball. Has a reputable name, everything to his resume, reputation. He has helped coach up a lot of great NBA talent that you guys currently see in the league as of now. He has had a legendary career, man. I mean, this guy has been around for a long time, and this guy is very fond of Caitlin Clark. So Coach K said something very interesting about Caitlin Clark's snubbing, where he says that Coach K compares her Olympic experience to Kevin Durant, who nearly made the team in 2008 before becoming the star of the national team shortly thereafter. He also goes on to say he admires how Clark has handled things so far, including the Olympic snub. So when he says stuff like this, admires how Clark has handled things so far, that's what makes people really, really support this chick, man. I keep telling y'all, man, like the way that she's just, sometimes you can't tell if things are really bothering her. I'm sure she's human. I'm sure things on the inside are probably different from the outside. And I know that there are a lot of things that these women have done to her. The hate from the coaches, the women in the league who constantly are scissoring each other, and the jealousy on her own team. Caitlin Clark has managed to handle things so far. And you know what, guys? I think Caitlin Clark is just going to keep rising above all of the critics, all of the hate, all of the jealousy, and remain just a dominant person, man. She pretty much handles herself very presidential, if you guys cannot tell. Goes on to say that snub might not be the right word, but it looks like the powers that be missed an opportunity when they left her off the team. And this is my opinion, guys. I think that he's being nice here. Maybe he knows a lot of these, the Olympic committee. I'm quite sure he's, run across them, especially being that he was a coach in the NCAA, where Dawn Staley is currently ruler, right? So let's actually get into this clip of Coach K, pretty much just giving Caitlin Clark her accolades. Here he is on the Colin Cowherd show. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Colin Cowherd. I think the guy's a genius, pretty smart, successful businessman, and I typically like to just study this guy. So I want you guys to pay attention.
I think also it's the moment to take it over. Women's basketball is terrific, and it's continued to progress, and all of a sudden now it seems this opening for her, and it's like it meshes. And one of the cool things about her is that she was at Iowa for a career, so she became like a cult hero there.
Yeah.
So it was like an off-Broadway thing, where she was accustomed to the crowds and whatever, and she handles it so well. And she had like about a 10-game adjustment in the WNBA, and now she's going crazy there also.
Yeah, I just want to pause right here, guys, because everything that he's saying so far is just spot on. It's accurate. And it's things like this that make these women so mad at her, because think about it. This is Coach K. Coach K not talking about Asia Wilson. He's not talking about Sabrina Ionescu. He's not talking about my girl Enrique Ogunbowale. And I got love for some of these women now. He's not talking about anybody else. And he's definitely not talking about Angel Reese. This is what makes people mad. And this is why I tell you people, like, it's not just that she's a phenomenal talent. And some will say that she's not the best in the WNBA as of now. I think that people just say that because they're just like, well, and even I'm guilty of it. Like, you kind of want to pay respect to like Asia Wilson and all that. But I feel like nowadays it's not about just who's the most dominant best player within that league. That league specifically, I think the politics of it matter. I think that the way that Caitlin Clark has become an American sweetheart, the way that she acts, the way that she's interviewed, the way that she responds, especially after women are being ugly to her, it's crazy, man. So that is kind of what makes her a fan favorite. And her recipe is really simple. Is actually just have a chill approach and let people do all the talking for you. I mean, honestly, it seems to be working. I mean, she's figured it out.
You know what she is? She's genuine. And
There we go.
I think her knowledge, her feel for the game, I think the best thing she does is pass.
Yes, yes, great passer.
She's an amazing passer. And she sees things, and everyone talks about her shooting and her scoring, and obviously she does that really well. But she makes teammates better. And putting her on a WNBA team where you have, adults, you have older players and really talented players, you're going to see her talents even more. To see it, and she's going to be one of our great American players. Yeah, I know some people are angry about her not being on the Olympic team.
Real quick before he even elaborates on this whole Olympic snubbing situation, he said something that I could really. He said a word that pretty much describes everything I was trying to say, and that's the fact that Caitlin Clark is just genuine, and it's not a lot of people that are genuine on this planet, and especially in today's time, and I think that that's a great thing for her. That's why I said the politics of it matter, man. Like, everybody sees what's going on with Caitlin Clark. Everybody can see, like, literally, you have to be blind not to see that there's pure jealousy in the WNBA. And for her to handle this, and I'm being honest, guys, as a black person, man, she's experienced a lot of racism. Like, I don't know, a lot of people like to say, like, black people can't be racist. I mean, but that's just, they couldn't be any more. That's a very ignorant statement. You know what I'm saying? And she's handled herself very well. And people admire that, because we live in a time now where everybody wants to support what's popular. People would like to just be mean because they see other people being mean and they just join the bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Caitlin Clark seems to have a great PR team. Whoever's in her corner, I don't know if it's her parents, if it's her agent, whatever. She handles herself in a very, very Tom Brady-esque manner. Supportive of teammates, making everybody better. You know what I'm saying? And just being a stand-up woman.
The timing wasn't right yet, but certainly she'll belong there. And it's kind of like in 2008, Kevin Durant was on our select team, and we almost picked him for the Redeem team, and then he was on the World Championship in 2010, and he averaged 33 points a game in the medal round, and then he took off. I think that trajectory will be there for Caitlin. I really admire how she's handled everything, and she's won over the people competing against her.
Yeah. Now, what do you guys have to say about that? Because I feel like I kind of noticed that too. I noticed that in the WNBA All-Star game, and I started to notice that, like, with some of the way the veterans are coming out to speak, that it seems like Caitlin Clark, she earned her stripes. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much initiated her. I mean, basically, I'm not trying to make it sound violent, but what was it? Like, she took her punches, she took her licks, she took her bruises, she took her criticism, she took her hate, she took her jabs, she took everything, and at the end of the day, even the big bad wolf will just say, hey, I give it up. I respect you now. You showed us what you can do. And let's just be honest, man, she's impacted the game for them. You know what I'm saying? That increase in salary is about to be legit, guys, and deservingly so. So this is Coach K here is pretty much speaking up on Caitlin Clark and elaborating on her greatness, right? Because that is what she is. You know what I'm saying? We can coexist in a world where, you know, a white woman can be dominant, you know, in a dominant sport. It's not like it's insane. People make it that way, but I don't get it. I'm just telling y'all, I don't get it. But super happy to hear Coach K come out and talk like this, man. And you guys tell me what y'all think on this. Thank you guys for watching, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah.